Hello and welcome to today's Nairobi News Bulletin. My name is Mudhoni Mushiri. Senators today defeated a motion to set up a special committee to investigate allegations against Nyeri Governor Nderitu Gachagua after he was impeached by the County Assembly. Instead, senators voted in favor of the whole House investigating the matter.
Disadvantage with the special committee way is that when the committee finds that the allegations or the claims by the County Assembly have not been substantiated, then it ties completely the hands of the House that we cannot do anything. We have to live with the decision of the committee.
The former president of Brazil, Dilma Rousseff, when she was being impeached, I followed it, and Mr. Speaker, it was so serious that all the senators were involved until 61 senators in Brazil, as against 21 senators in Brazil, then said that she should leave office. It gave it the seriousness that it deserves, Mr. Speaker.
As for individuals who may, from outside this House, want to direct me, or indeed this House, Mr. Speaker, I beg that we forgive them. It is what in psychology they call a projection error, where you are sitting in a position where you imagine that in similar circumstances, you'd either be trying to influence or you'd be influenced yourself. It is a position, Mr. Speaker, that does not apply to me.
And a bit more detail on the issue, the Nyeri governor alleged that on Tuesday, 3 crucial files were stolen when MPs and MCAs stormed his office on Monday. In a press briefing at Irani Tea Factory in Othaya, the impeached governor said the MPs, MCAs and 4 aspirants for the Nyeri governorship stole the documents in a bid to cripple his defense in the Senate.
Gachagua says apart from losing crucial documents, his staff were harassed and he has already moved to court to counter the impeachment against him. He says the files he has lost were meant to support his case at the courts and the Senate. An impeachment motion against him sailed through last week, Friday, after 35 out of 47 MCAs voted in favor of his removal.
This is the first impeachment where a governor has been denied an opportunity to defend himself.
The impeachment motion had been tabled amid previous unsuccessful attempts to reconcile the governor and the MCAs. But Gachagua says no facts were tabled at the County Assembly and he was not treated fairly during the meeting that led to his impeachment, since 2 of his lawyers were denied access to the Assembly. Gachagua says MPs who contributed to his misfortunes have not done anything for their constituents and have no right to pass a vote of no confidence against him.
The local member of parliament, I can perhaps excuse because I know she has challenges, even in her standards of education. She has absolutely no idea what goes on in that parliament. That one I can excuse. But the people like Wakabado, who are seasoned politicians, instead of working for the people who elected them, you are wasting time on the streets of Nyeri. You are breaking into the governor's office. How does that add value to your candidature to the people of Mukroini?
Gachagua acha ujinga. Wale watu ambao wamelipa wabunge MCA na wabunge la kitaifa na wananchi wa hapa ni Wakristo wazalendo kutoka Nyeri. Aache uoga. Naambiwe kama kuna mtu anayemuogopa, tumtumie mtoto wa miaka 6.
MCAs have accused the governor of gross misconduct and abuse of office, as well as violating the Public Finance Management Act. 2
national volleyball team players escaped unhurt following a road accident in Nairobi on Wednesday morning. The Malkia strikers duo Jane Washu and Braxides Agala were headed for training with their club Kenya Prisons at the time of the incident. First Lady Margaret Kenyatta last evening helped raise over 12 million shillings to enable children with congenital heart problems undergo corrective surgery in Israel. There are 100 children waiting for life-saving heart surgery and treatment in Kenya.
The fundraiser brought together philanthropists, members of the corporate world, lovers of artwork, and well-wishers out to give children with heart problems a second chance in life.
Young lady, do I hear?
The fundraising dinner was organized by the Save a Child's Heart Kenya and the Kenyatta Trust, where the First Lady was the guest of honor. Such is an Israel-based non-governmental international humanitarian project and world leader in providing life-saving cardiac surgery for children from developing countries. In the last few years, 28 Kenyan children have successfully undergone the much-needed life-saving cardiac surgery and care in Israel, while another 100 children are on the waiting list.
Nobody can place a price tag on the relief of a mother, the joy of a household, or the possibilities of a community, or the possibilities a community is given when a child's life is preserved. That in itself, ladies and gentlemen, is a reason to support the incredible mission of this organization.
And I'm sure with these joint forces, we'll be able to bring way more Kenyan children to get new lives in Israel.
12 million shillings, which was raised during the function, will cater for travel and accommodation expenses for the beneficiaries of the heart surgery and other contingencies during the recuperation period. The money was raised through the sale of raffles and unique works of art, some of which fetched more than 500,000 shillings each.
Do I hear 70,000? 70?
And finally, Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Willie Bett has been hailed as a hero after he disembarked from his official car and directed the driver to take a hit-and-run victim to hospital. The minister, who was along University Way on his way to his office, saw a border hit a female pedestrian and instructed his aides to pick up the woman and rush her to the hospital. Mr. Bett then boarded one of his chase cars and headed to his office as the aides took care of the victim. And that's it for us for now. For these and more stories, log on to www.nairobinews.co.ke. My name is Modani Mushiri. Goodbye.